Hi everybody, welcome back to the wonderful Arma Reforger, and with the latest update that's available on the PC experimental version of the game. This video was recorded on December the 18th. We now have building destruction. The devs said that every single structure in Arma Reforger can now be destroyed, and to kind of show you what this means, I wanted to do some demoing about this. Now, don't worry, don't think that what this means is that every single soldier who's got a rocket launcher, an RPG, a law, a few grenades or some plastic explosive will be able to lay waste to an entire town. But what it does mean is that if structures come under fire from things like mortars or helicopter rocket gunships, the buildings can be destroyed pretty quickly. And if you're inside, you'll kind of get a warning that it's happening. And then the building will collapse pretty quick, and if you're inside, you'll die. To show you the power of this, we're going to use the magic of the Game Master's use mode to spawn in some mortar strikes. Because what is very, very fascinating as well is we now have these mortar strikes that we can call in as a Game Master. And what's interesting about these is I presume at some point we may well have access to, say, when you're doing a single player scenario mission, just like in Arma 3, you have the idea of, I can't quite remember what they call it, but the fact that you can just get on the radio, you can call in a mortar strike or an airstrike without actually the assets being on the map. I think they call it a synthesized one or something like that, or a virtual one. So maybe we'll be able to do this. Now, in the link below this video, or in the description below this video, you'll find a link to my video about using AI NPC teammates to call in mortar strikes as well. So that can be done. So anyway, what I can do is I can press that. So what's going to happen now is a mortar strike, a simulated mortar strike is going to come in on this building. So if we unpause the game, here it comes. And there goes the building. Look at that. Ooh, dear me, that's not very good at all. And there's some of these mortar strikes are brilliant. We have a creeping mortar barrage that we can change the direction of. So we could do something like this. And so what's going to, if I get it right. So what's going to happen is the mortar strike is going to start on the right and then make its way along this way. Here it comes. Look at that. Notice the trees being destroyed as well. Well, falling over. That's amazing, isn't it? Look at that. And we also have one that's called a combing mortar barrage. Now what this one does, it goes backwards and forwards. Let's call this one over here on these trees. And what it will do, it'll start at one end, goes up to the end, and then comes back again. Now, I have tried to take out buildings with armoured fighting vehicles, and it does take an awful lot of rounds. Also with things like rocket launchers and plastic explosive, it takes an awful lot to blow up a building. So I think it's the main threat is going to be coming from mortar strikes and from the new helicopter rocket gunships. Here you go, you've got the Russian one here. These rockets, they destroy buildings very, very quickly. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take this fella here. Let's take him down. Let's take control of him. Let's go inside this building. There we go. In fact, it's a bit of a... Let's go inside a proper building. Got this one over here. Okay. Okay, so make sure we've got a way out so we can get out through that door, can't we? So let's go back to Game Master. Let's pause it. Are we paused? Okay. So let's pause the game. Now, with a bit of luck, we can call in a mortar strike on this, and if we take control of the player, if we unpause it, when we're inside, what's that there? Okay, let's try that again. So it says the game is oh, I couldn't get out in time. I couldn't take control of him. Okay, so you might have to wait for other people's videos to see what it looks like when you're actually inside a building when it gets destroyed by a mortar strike or a rocket strike or something like that. From what I understand from reading the patch notes, is that you get a little bit of a warning with the shaking. I guess the noise and the smoke and the dust will give you a clue, and then you should immediately leg it out of there, because if it comes down with you inside, then you will undoubtedly. How about a big mortar strike? How about on there? Let's put, how about another one on there? Oh my gosh, look at this, this is total chaos. There goes the church. Wow, that is amazing, isn't it? Amazing. Now I understand this, it's quite a simple form of destruction. What's happening is basically, I know I'm simplifying it here, but the structure is kind of sinking into the sinking into the train. They're creating a lot of dust to hide what's happening, and then it's being replaced with a model of destruction. But I think that's fine, because performance is what we do not want to lose when we have things like this. And I think destruction adds so much, doesn't it? Because it means you can come to an area, you're fighting over it, there's big battles going on. And then when you're finished, you look around and you think, my God, what happened here? We've destroyed so much. Anyway, that's enough from me. A little taster of the destruction that is available now in the experimental version of Arma Reforger on PC, and will be coming to public builds fairly soon. Thank you very much. What do you think, though? Put your thoughts and comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. Once you're on the same, press subscribe. And, of course, I'll see you again soon.